Oh, that was a smooth transition to live. I don't think I've ever seen it go that smooth. It's been a weird week. Another fun time happy hour. Doing this bullshit. You ready for this shit, Katie?
Yeah, I'm trying to avoid flashbacks to Monday night last week after the show.
On that note,
You're about to witness the strength of creep knowledge.
good evening and welcome to the Fortean Slip. This is episode 220. Weird elephant creature on Mars. If you believe in that shit. I don't think I do. I saw the picture and I was like, yep, this is what I'm going with. This is what I'm fucking doing today. Fuck all. Just fuck all anyway. It's a bag of horse shit. It's all a bag of fucking horse shit. So yeah, Katie, after the show last Monday, where we discussed the flood and other wondrous things that have happened to you, where you your house was almost swept away, and you texted me. I don't remember what time it was. It was late. I remember that.
I was like 10.
Yeah. And you're like, it's fucking happening again.
My life. I can't make this shit up. Like, I feel like I need to write a book at this point.
Yeah.
But this time, it didn't flood as bad. I mean, we still flooded because, of course, we did. But
Yeah.
I'd say it's more like our house almost got blown away this time.
Yeah. Look, I mean, the damage that was around the pictures that you showed me were pretty
And that was
crazy.
just the tip of it. I mean, there's barns without roofs. An entire barn got like picked up and scattered across a field. It was 100-mile-an-hour winds, and there's a name for the storm. It's like a Derecho or something.
Yeah.
And yeah, it was record breaking. So
That's
we had
fucking crazy.
3 records broken in less than 3 weeks here, and they were all records that destroyed my life. So, you know,
Yeah, just fucking great, huh?
yeah.
Erica says, hey, how you doing there? Wonderful. I've known Erica for a little bit. But yeah, it's been a crazy week for you. And yet another crazy week for me on Facebook. I was slapped with yet another violation, which I can't stream on Facebook. So the show isn't being streamed to Facebook like it normally is. And the page, the Facebook page has been limited in distribution yet again. And I am getting tired of trying to explain to people that I set out to build a page. I didn't go into it with the benevolent intentions of just going out and presenting information to the world so that no one would see it, just for my own merriment. But people seem to think that that's the way that you should do these things, that you should just post it and forget about it and not think about it. And that wasn't why I was doing it. Not to mention the fact that people like to say, well, you're being really combative and you attacked me. Bitch, I fucking built the page on attacking people. And then Facebook stopped me from doing that because they called it harassment and bullying. So I had to stop. And now I had to reinvent the fucking page again after that. Because initially I would post shit and then people would say stupid shit that I didn't agree with. And I would just fucking lambaste them. And people liked it. Or certain percentages of people liked it. And those were the people that I fucking wanted. So when people come on the page and say, you're really angry and all you do is complain. Fuck off. I mean, really. I don't always complain. For the most part, I just post shit. I complain when Facebook bans me yet again for a post from 2019. It's fucking stupid. A picture of Jeffrey
stuff.
A picture of Jeffrey Dahmer with the text that says, a sandwich is just a sandwich, but a manwich is a meal. That's what I got fucking banned for 30 days for.
So dumb.
And their reasoning is so fucking ignorant. But I'm just complaining. Erica says she saw your flood video.
Yes. Thank you, Erica.
And Jody says, "What's up? What's up, Jody?" But yeah, so I've been trying to figure out like how I want to proceed with everything, and the people seem to think they know like what I should do, and you don't. You're not me. You don't have the same hopes for that page that I do. I will guarantee it. Because initially my hopes for that page was to build this podcast, and that ain't fucking happening. Because I guess we're back to riding this bitch to fucking zero. Like just fucking tanking this fucking thing. I looked at the podcast numbers and I watched them drop from fucking 200 views a week down to fucking dog shit. And we're not a big fucking podcast to begin with. We're relatively fucking small. We're tiny.
We were doing really good there for a while, though. We were on quite the roll. It was exciting.
We fucking launched up. We were getting fucking solid downloads every fucking week. And then done. Fucking done. The number of downloads dropped. What's the percentage wise? How do I figure that out? Let's see. Let me remember my math from high school.
I'd say like 75%. But I'm really bad at math.
Let's go with the high end of what it dropped to. No, that can't be right. I can't figure out the percentage. I'm a little bit too fucked up right now.
I feel like it's about 75%, if not more.
We dropped from 200 downloads a week down to fucking 50. And it's even less than that now.
Yeah.
So, for everybody you just need to do it because you love it. Because you love it. And yes, to some degree, you are correct. But any starving artist will tell you that it doesn't fucking do anything for you. You know, it fucking baffles me, like, that people can't understand that the idea was to build something, not to have it built and then stunted so that the amount of people that I've built it to isn't reached. It's crazy. Jack says, yo, hope you're both well. I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
We'll see. We'll see how things go. But I, like I told Katie the other day, I'm really I'm at my wit's end with it. I don't want to be, but I am. I came back to do this, and after taking like 6 months off, and I was like, yeah, let's fucking do it. Let's go. Let's see what we can fucking do. And the growth was phenomenal. And then boom, they slap me with this bullshit and just, it tanks it. There are not many options for you to present your stuff to the world. And Facebook was the biggest platform. It's always been the biggest platform that I've had. So for them to just cut the legs out from underneath it, I mean, I just don't understand how people can't understand how frustrating that is. It makes me want to scream. So I am at this point, I don't know what I'm going to do with the page. I haven't decided. I made a post that I am taking a break from scheduling posts. I just can't. If things continue the way they are, I just can't. I don't see the fucking point in it. I don't see the point in trying to build or having something that's built, because they don't let me really add to it anymore. I don't gain any followers. I don't understand how that fucking works either, because it says that people are following me all the time, but the numbers barely go up. But I can't even reach the 56,000 people that are on the fucking page. And what's the fucking point? What was the point of getting it there? If not so that all those people could see it, that liked and followed the page. It just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I don't know what you think, Katie, but
I think Facebook does some shady shit, and I know you're not the only person who's experienced that. The stuff they choose to, strike, like it's so arbitrary and silly, and like any moron, I don't know. It's just so dumb, and especially like it's from 2019. What are they even doing going back and
3
re-looking at
years
that
ago,
again?
or almost 3 years ago, because it was
Yeah.
December of 2019, so almost 3 years ago. And
I mean,
pulling up shit like it, and the fucking Jeffrey Dahmer Manwich one, they hit me for that once before.
that's so dumb. That's a funny meme.
Yeah, it's just fucking stupid. Like, get the fucking joke. Get and enjoy the fucking joke.
They're so sensitive. They're trying to like police every little thing, and it's dumb.
It makes me sad that I can't. That thing that I made is hollow. Like, for all intents and purposes, it's hollow. It looks like a really big structure. It's like when you get that fucking chocolate bunny on Easter.
Oh yeah.
And you're like, oh, is it the solid one? fuck no, mom and dad went cheap. I mean, that's what it feels like. It
Yeah.
feels like I just have a hollow vessel there's nothing there. It doesn't do anything. And yes, does it reach some people? Yeah, it still reaches some people. But, by and large, it's not reaching what it should. And that's where my issue lies, is with the distribution of the page and the fact that I can't go live on the fucking page. It just makes no sense whatsoever. Jody says, you do you. I enjoy your podcast. I listen when I can. Facebook police have thin skin. They don't get it. They're assholes. I don't know what to say. There's no, and a lot of times it isn't even Facebook police. It's the fucking algorithm. It's not even a person most of the time. They're just fucking feeding information into that thing and letting it loose. I've been nailed so many times now for stupid shit. And
they've all been stupid. Every single one of them has looked like you would roll your eyes at it. Like, that's not even bad.
Yeah. Ignorant. I think I got nailed for the Tide Pod one when that was big. Like I said, I did something with fucking one of the Tide Pod memes, which it's just fucking stupid. It's just a fucking joke, people. Like, why can we not understand that things are said in jest? What is the problem in this fucking country?
Well, apparently you can't even, as a celebrity, get on stage and say a joke because you'll get slapped for that too. So comedians are just out right now, Chris.
You're just not allowed to say shit.
No,
Like,
being funny.
Being funny? No, well, no. I'll tell you what. It's not just being funny. If you're being funny, or if you're telling the truth, people don't like it.
Yeah.
Right now. It's the war on funny and truth. Because no one wants to believe shit that is true. They want to believe their little fucking narratives that are running around. I think it's this, and listen, I don't think, I think that what happened on January 6th was fucking stupid. Okay, I think that it probably shouldn't have happened. If they wanted to do something, they should have sat outside the Capitol and just fucking had a rally. That being said, I think that this has been blown way out of fucking proportion in a lot of ways.
Yeah.
The conflicting information about everything, and like I said, it's so, this is my side, this is what I believe in. Oh, this is my side, and this is what I believe in, and you're right, and I'm wrong, and you're the devil. It's just, that's what this has all fucking become. And this idea that Trump was the fucking devil. I mean, did I like the fucking guy? No. Did I want him in the White House? No. But do I think he was the fucking devil and in Putin's pocket? Also, no. But we jump on a narrative, or the news corporations jump on a narrative. And if you think any of those news corporations are going to come back and apologize for any of the shit that they've gotten wrong, they won't. They won't. I mean, I have said this, that news propaganda has always been a thing. If you go back and you listen, it's obvious that it was there. But in my mind, looking at the way things are today, it is, I've said this so many times, it's gross.
Yeah.
It's fucking gross what is going on with the news media right now. the fact that you can't get honest fucking actual reporting, and the people that do it get attacked. What's going on? What are we working for? Or what are we working toward? Because I'll tell you what I think we're working toward. It's a little book I'd like you all to pick up and read. It's called 1984. There's a companion book that can go along with it. It's called Animal Farm. And we're in it. And if you don't fucking think we're in it, you ought to wake up. Maybe you ought to eat that little gel silica packet thing that the cartoon was made about, that you wake up from the simulation from, that I also got nailed for on Facebook.
That's so stupid.
And you know, and listen, I like doing this show. I enjoy doing this show. I like getting together with Katie every week. Katie's one of my favorite people in the world.
Oh, thanks.
She talked me back into doing this thing. I like doing this every week. It's a good time for me. The Facebook page, on the other hand, I don't know anymore. And like the numbers on this thing, yes. Does it depress me? Fuck yeah, it does. I'm not gonna lie to anybody. That's never been my shtick on this show. To fill you all full of bullshit. I'm very upset at the numbers drop. But I do enjoy doing this show. I mean, I don't know what the future of it is at this point. I mean, I don't know how many people are going to fucking listen, i.e. watch or whatever. I'll continue to do it, I don't know, for the relative future. I just want everybody to know that I'm on the downward slope. I don't have much more in me to fight the battle. Like, these social media companies do not make it easy. And when you talk about things that are fringe or considered conspiracy or whatever, they make it even less easy. It's like trying to swim with fucking weights on. That's what doing this shit has been like. And I've always done it because I enjoyed it. I've always done like the page and the other shit because I enjoy the subject matter. I like posting the fucking, the artwork that I do. I like posting the fucking memes that I do. Sometimes I post stuff that doesn't even have anything to do with the bullshit. I just post it because I fucking think it's fun. But they've made it not fun. Because part of the fun of that is posting it and seeing everybody's reaction to it.
Well, and also when you do something that you do because you enjoy it, you still want it to be successful. I mean, it's still like your baby, it's your thing that you love and you want to see the best for it. So of course you want to see it grow and be successful.
Yeah. And I don't know. I didn't build a fucking mansion so I could live in one room. If that makes sense to anybody.
Yeah.
I'd like to go enjoy the bathroom with the bidet. I want water shot into my asshole. Okay? That's all I want. I want to be able to go to that room of the house. There's a hot tub room in that mansion. I'm pretty fucking sure of it. And Daddy wants to sink down in. I'm fucking ready, people. Jack says, Chris, I found the Fortean Slip when you used to do the Squatchable podcast every Saturday with Phil, polling and the English dude whose name eludes me. That would be Richard Allen. Good old Richard. I don't think Phil does that anymore with Richard.
No, I don't think so. I don't recognize anybody on there.
Yeah, I haven't listened to Richard's show in a long time.
No, me neither.
But this whole thing is just, I don't know. I guess it's been building up for a while, and if they would just stop, I mean, I'd have no issue with it. I thought after the second violation there last week, when they had gave me everything back, the page was back. Like they when I disagreed with the decision, they said, oh yeah, we fucked up or whatever. I don't know.
That
Somebody made
seemed
the
like a
decision.
good sign.
And it came right back. And literally a few days later, I got hit with this new one, and it's gone for, I can't remember how many days I have left. I think it's like 26 or 25, something like that. Days left on it. But the problem is one of the last times that this happened, they did that, said that it was only a 30-day ban, but the distribution ban went on for a year. An entire year.
That's
that
ridiculous.
I did nothing but lose followers and had no distribution on any of my posts. So that's the fucking battle that I'm trying to fight, people. And I know it falls on deaf ears, and the people that fucking bitch on the page aren't listening to this. But that's the shit. And I don't know how, like I said, I just don't know how much more of it I got in me of doing that. I sit and I friggin' click on the fucking goddamn mouse for fucking days on end, fucking posting that shit and scheduling that shit, finding that shit. And you know what? When I stop doing it, it's nice. I'm not gonna fucking lie. Especially when something like this happens.
Yeah.
So it's just so disgusting sometimes, and disgusts me. I don't even know. I don't know how people can continue on under those conditions. And if you can, hey, like I said to the fucking person on the page earlier today, if that's what you want to do, if that's your thing, good on you. It's not mine. It's never been mine. You know, I didn't make the page so that I could talk to, 50 people out of the fucking 56,000. That wasn't the idea. But I guess that's what people think it should be. I don't know. But I am, I don't know, at the end of my rope, to use that old cliche. With the page, this I don't know, and like I said, I talked to Katie last week. Was it this past week?
Yeah.
And I told her, I said, I know that I told you that I wasn't going to give up on this, but I just don't know where I'm at right now. I'd love to say that fucking through such predicaments we will forge ahead, but I just don't know anymore.
Well, I'm here. I'll write it to 0 with you too.
I'm fucking, a big part of me was like, I just fucking tank it all. Just fucking just destroy it. I'll just start fucking saying shit that'll definitely get me banned. That's where my brain went. Let's just fucking torpedo this motherfucker. Fuck it. Just a flying, flaming fucking mass of shit
I can relate to the feeling.
crashing into the fucking mountain. Jack says the real frustrating thing is that Facebook and YouTube don't hold everyone to the same standards. What they reprimand you for, they let Mary Jane Rotten Crotch away with on the next page for the same issue. Yeah, and it is what it is. Like I said, I just don't know how much more of it I'm going to endure before I just say, fuck this. I'd love to tell you that I got all kinds of moxie in me, and I'm gonna fucking go back out there and fuck them. I'm just gonna do it anyway. But it's been 10 years. I'm fucking whatever. Just fucking whatever. And don't give a shit. And it wasn't. Yes, it was about building a community, but it was about building a community of people that understood that I was a caustic asshole. And I liked being that way. It was an outlet for me to be able to fucking let out some of that. And it stopped being that because that was the first thing that they tamped down on. You can't say bad things to people. Oh, no. Oh, heavens to Murgatroyd. How dare I? How dare I tell that lady she's a bitch? How dare I tell that guy that he's a fucking asshole? These are things I have been banned for. Which is, in my opinion, fucking stupid. What Facebook should allow me to do is put a disclaimer on the page that says, if you come here, be prepared to be fucking beat up on. Because I'm indiscriminate. I fucking lambaste Phil Polling if he comes on there and says a stupid fucking thing. I don't give a shit. And I'm friends with him.
Well, and that's the dumb thing is even in that setting, like if you don't like it, then don't join the page and don't follow the shit and like move on with your life. Like, why does everybody have to seek justice for every little tiny curse word they read on the internet? Like, it's going to be okay, guys.
You will survive. You will survive in this climate where you don't have to look at something. You'll survive. You know, it's a lot different than, someone invading your space.
Right.
And doing those things. That's different. That I understand, but I'm not invading your space. I'm just putting my stuff out there in a certain space that you can come to.
Or you cannot come to.
Correct, Katie. You can choose to stay your ass home. And I would prefer you do that sitting on your couch, eating Cheetos, getting all that orange stuff all over your fingers until you fucking play with your cock. You fucking piece of shit. You know damn well you do. And you girls play with your vaginas too. It's fucking happening all across the board. You're all suspect. That's what I believe. Anybody that fucking looks me in the eye and says, I've never touched my private parts, you're a fucking liar. Or there's something broken inside of you. Either one is true. Or one of the other is true. So anyway. That's my rant about Facebook for the week. Like I said, I seriously wanted to just fucking fire up the old fucking StreamYard and see how long it would take me, how many things I would have to say before they fucking shut me down.
I don't know. We say a lot of messed up things.
Well,
regularly.
I've been really careful about a lot of the shit that I say on purpose.
Hmm.
On purpose. But there's things you can say that that they'll get you right kicked off. Oh boy.
Wow.
There's certain things you can say about vaccines. I know that.
Oh, okay. Wow.
Yeah, and if you don't cover your
Still?
ass, oh hell yeah. Oh
What?
hell yeah. They are fucking stupid about that shit.
Gosh.
Now they want to stick young kids with it.
Yeah, that's
The population, the percentage of the population that has no chance of, or next to no chance of dying from it. Yeah, so it's a great idea. Good times. Go big pharma. Anyhow, I suppose, Katie, let's do some fucking news. I am fucking slow today, I'll tell you that, Katie. It's not been easy on me. From, if they wouldn't pop that up in front of my fucking face, god damn it, from the BostonHerald.com. Police field report of Bigfoot sighting in Michigan. Residents' surveillance camera captures image resembling Sasquatch. Shelby Township Police received an unusual call Friday night from a Michigan resident reporting she had captured an image on her home surveillance camera that resembled Bigfoot. According to the Macomb County Scanner Facebook page, officers searched the area but did not find a Sasquatch or anything resembling the fabled large, hairy, ape-like creature. Shelby Township Police could not offer details on the search or the report Saturday because, according to a dispatcher, all of the officers who were working with the Bigfoot sighting occurred were, I'm going to say were done with their shift and not available. The Bigfoot Field Researchers Organization reports that there have been no previous sightings in Macomb County, but there have been more than 225 throughout Michigan, many in West Branch, which is known as the Bigfoot capital of Michigan. The Michigan Bigfoot Conference is scheduled for July 30th at the Village Conference Center in Chelsea. Rumors that the crew from Expedition Bigfoot are next filming in Macomb County are unsubstantiated, Katie. Unsubstantiated. I don't know. Another Bigfoot sighting.
No.
If it's been caught on camera, then where's the picture?
Yeah. I was kind of hoping you had one there.
Where's the fucking picture? No picture. And that's the thing that I always go back to with these people. Oh, I see them all the time. Where's your picture? Where's your fucking picture? If you're seeing them all the time, we've all got fucking cell phones with fucking cameras on. Take a fucking picture. High definition cameras, by the way, on them fucking cell phones. They take pretty good pictures. Not gonna lie. Our next story of the night from bhpioneer.com. Minnie Driver believes in ghosts, and I believe in Minnie Driver, personally. Always had a thing for Minnie Driver. Minnie Driver says there are too many ghosts in her life for them not to be real. The Speechless star recently tapped into the scripted podcast world by starring in The Lesser Dead, a supernatural series adapted from Christopher Buhlman's novel of the same name. I hope I pronounced that last name right. And she has her own beliefs when it comes to the paranormal. When asked whether she thought the supernatural exists, she told Stylist magazine, "I think it does. There are just too many ghosts in my life for it not to be." The idea that we would be the only thing in the universe that isn't recyclable energetically seems absurd to me. Minnie, 52, who's recently adopted a spiritual mind, believing the meaning of life had many possible answers. She added, "For some, it's power, money, love, family. Maybe it's a mixture. I don't believe there's something grail that will explain it all. It's experiencing life as fully as you can. I want to know in my bones that life didn't have to look any different, and that any notion of failure is spacious and stupid, and that my son will be okay." Meanwhile, the actress rose to fame as Skylar Stattenstein in 1997's Good Will Hunting. and she has revealed a rank and revolting remark directed to her by Harvey Weinstein when she first auditioned for the part, which heavily impacted her confidence. Speaking on the Ryan Tubridy show on RTE Radio 1 on Thursday, Minnie, who has commented on the interaction before, said, "He said when I auditioned for Good Will Hunting, and it was a powerful, amazing moment. I think auditions are extremely powerful. I was as much auditioning them as they were auditioning me. But Harvey Weinstein said that he wasn't going to hire me for this movie because I was, I'm going to say, unfuckable," in his words. I would disagree with Harvey Weinstein. I would have fucked Minnie Driver back in the day. Fuck her now. Fuck's sake. Honey! He was very open about this. He said this to the casting director and to my agent and ultimately to me. At the time, I was a 26-year-old young woman, already with the general insecurities that come with being a young woman. And to have this powerful man bring this word down upon my head and my body on myself was terrible. I don't know what that all has to do with ghosts, but she believes in ghosts, Katie.
Yeah, I feel like I've heard her talk about ghosts before.
And she's a spiritual person now.
Yeah.
A spiritual person. I like that when people are like, "I'm not religious. I'm spiritual."
It's a special
ya?
distinction, Chris.
Are ya? Fucking goddamn people. Like, people have to be special. People want to be special. I was one of those people once. I'll fucking admit it.
Yeah, I think
Completely
we've
and
all
wholly,
gone through that phase.
wholly fucking admit it. You don't need to be special. You can just be you. It's okay. It's all right. Fucking. Ugh. Anywho, our next story of the evening from narcity.com. A mysterious creature was caught on camera at a Texas zoo, and officials don't know what the fuck it is. A chupacabra? Cowboy? Alien? Cowboy alien? Texas officials and internet detectives are struggling to identify a strange figure that appeared outside a zoo in Amarillo last month after it was caught on video by motion sensing cameras. The figure was spotted outside the Amarillo Zoo's fence on May 21st, and people have been scratching their heads about it ever since. Is the person with a strange hat who likes to walk at night? The city of Amarillo, Texas wrote in a Facebook post last week. I don't think the city of Amarillo, Texas wrote that. I think somebody on that Facebook page wrote that, Katie. I'm going to go with that. That's the more factual statement.
Yeah.
I don't think the city of Amarillo, Texas became sentient.
No.
I'm pretty sure it's still just a city. A chupacabra? Do you have any ideas of what this UAO, unidentified Amarillo object, could be? Look at what they did.
Yeah.
Look at
clever.
them being all fancy and stuff. People apparently have plenty of ideas because the city revealed on Wednesday that it's received thousands of suggestions. There have been no additional sightings or information, authorities wrote on Facebook. They also shared a bit more context about the thing. This image was taken from a camera that only shoots when it picks up motion, they wrote. We want to emphasize that this entity... We want to emphasize that this entity was outside the Amarillo Zoo. There were no signs of attempted entry into the zoo. No animals or individuals were harmed. There were no signs of criminal activity or vandalism. Banksy didn't put up one of his fucking weird-ass paintings. In other words, they still don't know what the fuck it is, although they don't seem too worried about it. We just want to let the Amarillo community have some fun with this, Michael Kashuba, the city's director of Parks and Recreation, told My San Antonio. It's definitely a strange and interesting image. Maybe Amarillo can help solve the mystery of our UAO. That's kind of interesting. I'll show you this. I'm sure pretty much everybody's seen this picture.
I'd say I saw it.
But I will share this up. Somebody put up a thing that kind of shows that it could have been a coyote. So I don't know if you can see that really well, but and then if you go back up, I can show you the actual picture there.
I don't know. When I first looked at it, I kind of rolled my eyes at it and moved on. I didn't take it very seriously.
Right. I don't know.
Looked a little goofy to me.
Who knows? That could be the real deal, though, Katie.
Maybe.
That could be the fucking chupacabra.
I've never seen a real chupacabra, so
I don't think anybody has. And by anybody, anyone. I think 0 people have seen the chupacabra. Or what the chupacabra is supposed to be.
Yeah.
I think actual sightings are at 0.
I don't know.
Maybe -1.
-1.
If we include Steve's sighting in his basement. His fucking raccoon. Anyway, that was a fun one. I saw that, and I had meant to grab that for last week, and I just didn't. Because I, much like you, was like, this is fucking ridiculous. From BaltimoreMagazine.com, UFO sightings in Maryland are more common than you might think. 9 statewide sightings have already been reported this year alone, but it's believed that many more people witnessed these events than disclosed them. The day after Valentine's Day this year, Deborah Carter of Pikesville woke up and realized she didn't have any coffee. I'm fucking done right there with this story.
Right.
She didn't have any coffee. Fuck.
She's done for.
Go to the fucking store. So she drove to a Royal Farm store on Reisterstown Road around 6 a.m. to satisfy her caffeine craving. On her way home, she realized she wasn't alone. I noticed there was a ball of light in the sky that was traveling the same distance as I was, and it caught my eye, she says. I thought, that's weird. There's no noise, no flashing red lights for police helicopter. My first thought was maybe this was a drone, but it was too high in the air. As she turned onto McDonough Road and then Iron Horse Lane, the mysterious object continued to follow her as we give turn-by-turn directions to the fucking woman's house. When she came to a stop, it hovered above her car, and she took photos. I'd never seen anything like it before, she says. I became afraid. Carter, 68, a national director for a senior employment program in Washington, D.C., quickly parked and went into her apartment. Inside, she checked the photos on her phone and realized that the craft had changed shapes. In one image, it was cylindrical. In another, it was oval with an aura around it. You don't want to share this stuff with people because of the stigma that's attached, she says. People think you're making it up or you've done something to the camera. I'm not that electronically savvy. I don't know how to Photoshop pictures. Through online research, Carter discovered the Washington State-based National UFO Reporting Center, an organization founded in 1974 and dedicated to collecting data about UFOs. She posted her story with photos on its website. If you look at those pictures, you know it's something that's not of this world, Carter says. I thought nothing like this would come to Maryland. I was under the impression that if you happen to see something like this, it's in a deserted area or someplace like Arizona. Arizona? That's where they make the 99-cent teas, Katie, that are immune to inflation.
Those are delicious.
They're immune to inflation. Carter is not the only Marylander who's seen something unusual in the skies. From January through April 20th this year, 9 residents, including Carter, reported aerial sightings on the NUFORC site from Baltimore to Berlin. Since NUFORC's website was created in 1995, 149,000 written reports have been received from around the country, 1,686 of those from Maryland. And while Maryland falls on the low side of U.S. reported sightings, California has the most. Peter Davenport, NUFORC's director since 1994, believes many more people witnessed these events than disclosed them. And that's true. That's true. Just like many more people don't complain about things that happen to them to companies than do. sort of thing. People just keep shit to themselves a lot of time. So I estimate that out of between 10,000 and 20,000 sightings of what that witnesses sincerely believe is a UFO, only one of those people will report it to an organization like mine, says a Stanford University graduate. That's the reason we know so little about UFOs. Most sightings go unreported. This fucking thing goes on forever. I kind of did realize it was a big fucking story. But they didn't put the pictures up that she posted.
That's dumb.
Yeah, they went through the whole thing, and
I hate when they do that.
she obviously posted the fucking pictures somewhere. I was hoping that they'd have them somewhere down at the bottom, but they didn't fucking have them. It was kind of irritating. So I'm fucking pretty much done with that story. She saw something. She took some pictures. Let's see the fucking pictures. God damn it, Baltimore Magazine. The fuck is your problem? And our title story of the evening, Katie. I'm fucking all in. There's an elephant thing on Mars. From WIOnews.com, UFO expert claims to have spotted weird elephant-like creature on Mars. In a recently released photo of Mars by NASA, a self-proclaimed UFO expert has claimed to have spotted an unusual creature on the giant red planet. Share his discovery on the God, people can't fucking write these days. Share his discovery on the UFO sightings daily website. I'm assuming that should have been sharing. Scott Waring, a self-proclaimed alien researcher, found something strange between the rock formations on the surface of the red planet. The Taiwan-based extraterrestrial expert claimed that it resembled an elephant-like creature and that its existence was concrete proof of life on Mars. Concrete. Today, I found some interesting ancient alien artifacts in a Mars photo, Scott Waring wrote on UFO Sightings Daily. The most outstanding artifact is a statue of an elephant-like creature with a short trunk. It is sitting down and turned, looking to the left, he said, describing the features of this unknown creature in his June 10th report. There is also a huge face with thick lips, open mouth, and a round nose, 2 eyes, adding, proof of life on Mars, without a doubt. Without a fucking doubt.
Jeez, why do they always gotta go there?
Without a doubt, Katie. There's no doubt. When you see this picture, Katie, when you see this picture, I want to know, do you see an elephant-like creature? Now, mind you, can you see my cursor on the screen?
Yeah.
This is where the thing is, right there. Right there.
What?
This is the blown up image. Right there. Yeah.
Well, it's not. No.
That's an elephant. Listen, there is an elephant-like creature. I will not have you destroying this story, Katie. There's an elephant-like creature on Mars.
So how tall? I thought he said it was a statue. So how tall?
How tall is it?
Yeah.
2 inches.
No.
I don't fucking know.
It looks like it's 2 inches.
It fucking looks tiny. Like I could go look on the beach and find something that looks like something.
Yeah, it's like looking at the clouds and finding the shape of something. I bet you could look at some of those other random weird shaped things in that picture, find something weird too.
Or you could look at them from a different angle.
Yeah, and then it wouldn't look
And
like
they
an
would look
elephant anymore.
Yeah, it's this idea that everything on Mars is a fucking thing. It's a statue of a person. The only thing that I found that was kind of interesting was the doorway thing.
Yeah. Wasn't there a balancing rock that's been going around here recently?
I haven't heard about that one.
I thought I saw a glimpse of it. A headline I didn't click on.
No, I haven't heard about that one.
Maybe it was on the moon or something. I don't know.
That one eluded me. But
either way, it's dumb for somebody to take a picture like this and then say it's proof without a doubt. Like,
oh,
what?
yeah.
No, that's no.
Oh, it's definitely, it's proof, Katie. It's
No.
proof. Look at that fucking thing. That is a elephant-like creature.
It's
Well, wait a minute. Excuse me, Katie. That is a weird elephant-like creature.
it's proof that the human mind is incredible and it creates things.
It's proof that people are dumb. That's what it's proof of.
Yeah.
It's proof that people will fucking believe anything. People will believe anything. Did you get into that? Speaking of which, did you get into that other documentary we were talking about, The Devil You Know?
I had started it, but no, I never got back to it.
You never got further into it. That's
No.
another one where you was she a fucking horrible person? More than likely, yeah, she was. But people are dumb. That is the bigger takeaway that I had from that story. People are fucking dumb. And they'll believe anything. They will fucking buy into horse shit at the drop of a fucking hat. But there's a fucking elephant creature on Mars. I mean, without a doubt, that's an elephant creature, Katie. I can't dispute said UFO expert and his claims of elephant creatures on Mars.
I suppose I can't either.
I don't know what purpose this serves. Why don't you just take up rock collecting?
Right.
Why don't you just fucking, go check out some rocks? Maybe you'll find by going out and picking up different rocks and seeing things that you'll realize that rocks can look like shit. It's possible. I'm not trying to just torpedo your theory or anything. No, really, I am. I'm really trying to torpedo your theory. But just fucking rocks can look like shit. My dad, when I was a kid, I was in fucking the Tiger Cubs, the things before Boy Scouts, whatever it was there, the young one, I think. I fucking hated it, by the way. And you go over to each one of the parents' houses and you do different shit. That was what we were doing at the time. And my dad got a humongous 5-gallon bucket full of fucking rocks and glue guns and had us make little rock figures and shit out of the rocks and glue guns. It's kind of fun. But rocks can look like shit.
Yeah.
When you put a bunch of rocks together, they can look like shit. And people like to see shit in other shit. Pareidolia is a thing.
I was just gonna say pareidolia, the face thing.
We tend to look for things that we're familiar with and associate. It's what our brain does. And Jack, you are absolutely correct. We need to address the elephant on Mars. You are absolutely correct. It needs to be addressed. We can't let that fucker just sit in the room. We can't. You gotta know what the fuck's going on. I don't know what it is, but I'm gonna wager a guess. I'm gonna wager a guess, Katie. I think it's an elephant. No, I think it's a fucking rock.
Yeah.
And I think he just happened to or excuse me, not he. The rover just happened to catch it at the right angle so that it looked like that. But yeah. That's just a fucking rock, ladies and gentlemen. Your weird elephant-like creature. Sorry. It's probably just a rock. I mean, I could be wrong. Maybe it's sand formed into that, and it's
I'll
not a
say
rock.
it looks like it's kind of muddy. So maybe it's like a broken rock held together in mud.
I don't know. But if it's mud, then it's proof of water on Mars. Katie, you just found water on Mars.
Hey, what can I
mean,
say?
You,
Without a doubt, Chris, without a doubt.
I think NASA should be fucking hiring you.
It's proof.
Because fuck. What the fuck are they doing? They aren't finding aliens. They aren't fucking. Where are we going? Where are we going in this solar system? What the fuck are we doing? We don't have a fucking shuttle program. We're gonna hitch rides with fucking Elon Musk to get up into the fucking space. This shit's going downhill. Not only is this podcast going downhill, the whole fucking country's going downhill. Everything. It's all just a one-way ticket to fucking the center of the earth. And by the center of the earth, I mean our own doom.
Yeah. It's sure starting to feel that way, man.
It's the end times. I'm firmly convinced. I'm willing to buy in now. Let's turn on the 700 Club. Is that thing still going?
I think so. I don't know.
There's got to be some fucking Bible thumping motherfucker that's out there screaming to the fucking hills about the end of the world. Oh my God.
Oh,
I'll find him.
There's lots of them. I'm sure you could find several.
It's the end. It's the end times. I'm strapped in. I got my ticket and enjoy the ride. At this point, I'm just glad that, and I hate to say this, but I'm glad that I have more years behind me than I do ahead of me. It's the only time I've ever felt that way.
Oh no, be careful saying that, Chris. You're gonna end up living to be 115 for saying that.
Cut it out. There is no way I want to see 80. There's no fucking way. I look at 80-year-old people and I go, that's great for you. That's great for you. And I'm glad that you're getting on. But fuck no. God almighty. Just fucking please let it not be a fucking dragged out thing. That's what I felt that way for a long time. Like, let's not drag this shit out. Let's give me the fucking solid good years. When it starts to really drop off, let's fucking let's find a way. Let's fucking find a way. And I'm not saying like I'm gonna go looking for it, but you know, right. Fate. Hey, could you intervene here? But fucking Christ, no way do I want to see fucking 80. But yeah, I was thinking about that the other day. I am very happy that I have more years behind me than I do ahead of me at this point. When I look at the state of affairs, I seriously think that that we're headed into a serious recession. And I just turned on Siri on my phone, which is hilarious because it never turns on when I want it to. But yeah. Weird week, people. Poor Katie got flooded out again. Facebook page got taken to fucking task again. And I don't know where it's going. I don't know. I just don't know anymore. I don't know that I got it in me to do that. I got a little more in me for this. Because I have a lot more fun doing this. Because I can be who I am. At least for at present, I can still be who I am. They haven't decided to tell me no yet. I'm sure YouTube and or fucking the podcast platforms will eventually.
Yeah, YouTube's got its own set of shitty things, so.
You know, which is why I got to be careful about what I say and excuse me, and why I thought about just torpedoing it, just getting on and saying the shit that would make that would get the fucking channel destroyed. I thought about it. I didn't do it. I have my moments. But that's where things are at, folks. The state of the union, so to speak. But we will be back next week to wrap this little dog shit program up. If you enjoy the show and you listen live, please go over to anchor.fm/the Fortean Slip and subscribe. I believe all the links are there to subscribe to, or to the different podcast platforms. And just fucking subscribe to the show, download the show. Please, thank you. I'd appreciate it. And I'd ask you to go to the Facebook page, but it doesn't fucking matter. You can go to facebook.com/the Fortean Slip. I encourage you to do so. And see how the posts will not show up in your news feed. And maybe you can join the likes of the woman that I fucking had it out with today, who decided she knows better about what I want in my fucking page than I do. I really like that. I like how people seem to think that they know better what I want. Pretty sure they don't. Katie, would you like it if anytime you went to have sex, someone else decided the conditions?
No.
Someone who had nothing to do with either you and or your partner.
Yeah, absolutely not.
Right. Exactly. It's the same fucking idea with a lot less fluids and intimacy. Because it is just a fucking Facebook page. But yeah, we'll be back next week. Same fucking bat time, same bat channel, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Monday night. To those of you that enjoy the program, thank you. I do love all of you. Those of you who are, the diehards every week that hang on. Sometimes I see in the chat, sometimes I don't. But I do love doing this. It is just a hard thing to do. Just I hope that those of you who love this understand that. And understand that I'm just not trying to bitch all the time. It just happens to be that I'm keep getting kicked in the fucking balls. So we'll see. So until next time.